But it's on the flow. Man, motherfuckers playing, but it's on the flow. It's on the flow. If you've been abreast with Black YouTube, then you would have seen me on Q Butter's most recent panel. And there was a lot of meat on that bone. Really was. Really was. I'm going to try to address it now while we get into this stepping session. First off, Q Butter, you say that you are in favor of black empowerment, and we went over the definition of empowerment, but your particular version of black empowerment, as I see it, is not just. It's not just. You got your thumb on the motherfucking scale, man. You're not just worthy. And that's what I'm saying. Because the most motherfuckers in life who have done me dirty have been black people. Whether they be African, Caribbean, or foundational black. The most motherfuckers who have done me dirty have been black people. So we need to address the justice factor first. We're not even talking about black empowerment. Fuck black empowerment, man. If your rendition of black empowerment is the definition of black empowerment, fuck black empowerment, man. We need to talk about justice first. Let me go ahead and mute this shit, man. We need to talk about justice first. First and foremost. Because a lot of black people getting fucked over by other black people. That's the point I'm trying to make. And when I spoke on this particular panel, I talked about my cousin, my first blood cousin. My mother is number 3 out of 15. His mother is number 5 out of 15. And we grew up in the same city. This nigga's not just my cousin. Like, I'm close to this nigga, man. Like, I got hella cousins in Omaha, St. Louis, Chicago. But this nigga grew up in the same city with me. When my parents wanted a break from me and my younger brother, we went and spent the weekend at this nigga house. Like, he really is not my brother. He's really not my cousin. He's really my brother. This shit hit home for me, and I spilled this shit on the live. This nigga's like my brother. And this nigga Q Butter sitting up here talking about, well, black empowerment, what are you doing? You got all this smoke for black folks, so how come you don't have this smoke for white folks? Nigga, you can't play that card with me. Cause I got a cousin who made national news. Because some nigga got in this motherfucking ear and gassed him up. And sent him off on a crash test dummy mission on some black power shit. So you can't play that shit with me. You cannot. I'm not going to allow you to play that shit with me. Let me calm down. Matter of fact, we about this bitch ass nigga probably done took the goddamn stream down, so I ain't even tripping. So we just about to get to stepping on shit, man. We just about to get to stepping on shit, cause bitch ass niggas. Tell Uno load it up. Now I'm locked in. I'm not even finna. Nigga, you talking about black empowerment. What you gonna do about these white folk? What you gonna do about these white folk? Nigga, I got obituaries tucked off in the cut with relatives, close relatives of mine, who did something about these motherfucking white folks. Can you say the same? Q Butter. Q Butter. How many relatives have you buried behind actually putting in work on quote unquote white supremacy? If you don't have now relative that you had to bury because he or she smacked out with the police on some fighting against police brutality, don't question me. Don't question me. Expect not on this, bruh. Because this isn't just my cousin. This is like my brother. And if you know my family's genealogical history, you would know he's more closely related to me than any other of my family members. There are certain family members who are more closely related to me than others. Out of the vast family size that I have, he's like pure blood related to me. And I had to bury this nigga. And I had to go. And here's the thing that I didn't get to. Because Q Butter jumped in, another female jumped in, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this shit now. I'm gonna say it now. The KC Star, that's like the equivalent of New York Times in Kansas City, or the whatever the LA main publication for their newspaper is. They pulled up on my cousin's shit, which is when I say my cousin's house, my cousin, his older brother's house, and that is ground zero. Like, that house has been in the family for a minute. Like, like a certain time of the year, we have a big family gathering there. My family's so big, we don't have family reunions. We have family gatherings. And it's several family gatherings several times a year. 4th of July, we go down south. Labor Day, yada, 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 we come to Kansas City. Thanksgiving, we go down south. Christmas, we go down south. You know what I mean? Easter, we go to Chicago. You know what I mean? Everybody got certain family members got their segments. When this shit cracked off, it blew our spot up. And we had motherfucking race soldiers pulling through. Niggas in dusty ass pickup trucks with Confederate flags pulling through. I got my motherfucking babies out there. I got my daughter out there playing in the motherfucking front yard. I got my nephews, my nieces, my younger cousins out there in the front yard playing. And these motherfuckers want to pull through on some pump faking shit. You motherfuckers don't know what it's like to go through this shit. You don't. So when you open your mouth and you say, what are you doing to bang on this beast, to bang on the white, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You motherfuckers. Let me calm down. We just about to get into some gameplay. We just gonna get into some gameplay. Fuck all the dumb shit, man. Fuck all the dumb shit, man. Something ain't. Let me see. Okay, we got a behemoth right here.
This is Nomad. Tell me about Kraken. I'm ready to go fishing.
Copy. Kraken's a former Russian Navy sub-captain, Miroslav Semenovich. He pirated his whole crew for the enemy operation and sneaked them into a row in a submarine. Now, the submarine's set to transport the fully operative gas drones to the U.S. for the terrorist attack. Killing him may at least force Stone to find another way to bring the drones stateside. Sending you his last known position.
Barbecue the squid. Got it. Nomad out.
Barbecue. You know what? I just want to get on here real quick and just talk my shit, man. I ain't even finna smack out with these motherfuckers, man. Cause you already know how I'm coming, man.